Well, as you know, I always get nudges at really funny times. Actually, I've had a nudge since yesterday to get a video out there. But for me, sometimes I duddle. I love to duddle. It makes me happiest when I'm duddling. I like to duddle and be efficient at the same time. So, like, I'm making a new phone holder for my room because I'm going to open up to some online sessions because, oh my God, you know, 1 second you think you try, okay, as whatever the hell you want to label anything. I'm not going to use labels because I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to try not to use them. So, see, lost my train of thought. You're like, and that's okay. Okay? You be whatever you need to be in every moment that you need to be it. Sometimes you need to duddle. Sometimes you need to have a meltdown. Sometimes you have to do a video in your pajamas because I just keep getting sidetracked. And that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that because I believe that you should have time to just listen and follow your guidance, wherever that takes you. Don't give up on you. Don't make decisions out of fear, okay? Don't make decisions in a temporary situation. See? I always get back to where I'm supposed to be. When you look at your life, and this is where I was going, no labels, whoever you are, it doesn't matter. If you can focus on the positive and bring yourself back and say, wow, this is what's good for me. This is what's good for me. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my dogs, their health. They've actually come a long way this year. Thank goodness, thank God. I wasn't ready to let go of them yet. Misty's doing great. For those of you that have followed Misty's health. I don't know if I can turn this around. No, I can't when there's a video. Can I show you? Can you see? They're both just chilling. Garden the house or garden the yard. Anyway. People say, turn off the news. As long as you don't let it affect you, it won't affect you. Today's date is January 15th, 2021. The tail end, what I like to call it, the tail end of COVID. Confronting, I can't remember what the hell I was trying to make an acronym, a better one out of it. But every now and again, it sneaks in to say, this is where it is. You know, for me, sessions, Reiki, sound, helping people find their power, self-love, releasing the labels, trying not to be a total fake person. Speaking of fake, I'm going to go back to my natural color. Well, half of it. And I'm going to keep a little bit of fake. Because right now it's bleach and blue, but the blue keeps falling out. Way too much maintenance for this kid. So, the point of all of that is I do those things out of passion. Because I love seeing you guys empower yourself. I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, it's like people sometimes hide behind my shadow. And as I lead, sometimes, or as a teacher, as a leader, whatever, whoever, if you inspire people, sometimes people will hide in your shadow. Oh, that's what I was talking about. A friend from that I met in Sedona many, many moons ago. And I said, and sometimes I have to cut those cords to make sure they're standing on their own because I'm not in charge of anybody. I'm in charge of me. I'm in charge of my purpose, my guidance, my body, getting on the treadmill, eating bonbons on the couch. Or cookies in my case. Sugar cookies. Big ass sugar. No, just sugar cookies. It's hard for me to have them in the house because I can just divulge. I love sugar. Self-love. See? Talk about sugar and I'm like, yeah, sugar. Give me some sugar, sugar. You are in control of everything that you do. Everything that you do. Not the storms that come. Not the jobs lost. The drama that tries to enter. The people that aren't listening to their power. Okay? And what I mean by that is sometimes you have to make tough decisions. So, as a mother, you would have to push your kid out and say, I'm sorry, go get a job. It's time to get a job. Whatever age, whatever age that, whatever, right? Eventually, kids grow up. They need to get a job, provide something for their life, find their own life, get into school or take what they actually want to take. Eventually, and that works for everything. I don't care if these kids are 40 years old. I remember going to Sedona. What? If you want the bottle, get the lotion bottle. She wants a lotion bottle. My dogs are weird. They like to lick a lotion. And if I freshly put it on my feet, they have to lick it. And get the hell out of here. So I give them a little squirt of Aveeno because it's like all water, right? Anybody that thinks that's bad, they're fine. Misty is like almost 12 years old. She's good. She's got some fat lumps like her mama. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about you. You interrupted me, so now you're my fairy. But people have to find their own way. People have to find their own purpose, their own road, their own classes, their own events, their own sessions, their own, like I used to remember. So for an example, I used to, before all this COVID shit, I used to have a lot of events in my home. I could charge very low prices just to cover my septic. I used to pay practitioners, including myself, right? But it was low. It was like trying to give back to the community. Oh, that's where I was going. When I met this guy in Sedona, he wondered how I was so young listening to everything. So for me, being a leader, being a teacher, having these expos here, I would bring people in, strangers, a lot of strangers into my home. And some people would depend on that. And you can't depend on that because COVID, right? So that's how COVID is affecting me, is I do not want my home, my business. I want to keep it as a passion. I want to keep it as not a career thing. Right now I have my nursing career, LPN, whatever, community nurse. I've been nursing in a variety of different ways and forms since 1996. And I'm coming to my tail's end, you know? And I don't hate my job. So, I mean, if you hate your job, that's one thing. But I allow Spirit to keep pushing me, okay? I'll change direction. I'll come back in. I'll change direction. And I've met so many wonderful people along the way. So many nurses, healthcare provider, everything to do with healthcare, which is from laundry, housekeeping, dietary, so many different souls. My clients, for heaven's sakes. And I've met so many different people that are all blessed for greatness. And I can get sidetracked extremely easy. Misty. Oh my goodness. You can't see, but Seriously? Give her the damn bucket. She tried to take this outside. It's just empty. It's just licking the outside, right? Oops, sorry. I got a little rat and I hit it. Just let her alone there, Abby. And Abby's laying in front of it. She's not doing anything. It's driving Misty nuts because she tried to take it outside. She's a very smart dog. I remember babysitting my friend's dog once and they were trying to go for the ball. And she was just a puppy. And she actually got this other dog so excited to start running because she wanted the ball. Her intention was to get the ball. That was her. So as soon as she got that other dog running and going somewhere else, Misty's like, screw you, I'm going for the ball. Again, whatever your part to play in life, that's the part you got to play. And don't make a decision out of fear. Yes, COVID has challenged all of us because all of us, for me, I have focused so long on trying to not gain control of my life, but release the control life had on me or society had on me, for lack of a better term. Oh, she didn't get outside. Have you ever seen that dog bone where they have that bone and they try to get through the dog door and it just doesn't go anywhere? That's what the vino bottle was doing for her. She just went out without it. She gave up. So, can you follow me? Now I lost my train of thought again. Bring it back. That's called ADD. My husband doesn't think he has, or my husband thought he had ADD, but he can focus on something like nobody's business. And I can't. COVID. Thank you. I knew it'd come back. So I was like, nope, this year COVID's not affecting me. I'm going to keep my power and I feel great. And then all these things started happening out there. Like the bad things started getting extended. Okay? Like no visiting. Nobody having it illegal to have anybody else in your house. So for me, my purpose helps me connect with amazing, incredible people. Incredible people. If you've ever worked with me or in any capacity, you're amazing. I have honored that time so much. But that's what has affected me. And I was always against online sessions. But when I had that a solstice and I actually got to see people, I could feel everything. I'm like, oh, maybe this would work. So I tried to open my home and I was going to have a couple sessions, right? And like I said, my home is not my business. My home is my home. So I don't want to have hand sanitizer and I've got the wipes. I'm a nurse. I'm a home care nurse. So I've got the wipes. I can do all that shit. I've got the masks, shields, isolation gowns. I don't want that in my house. This is my home. This is our sacred space. Me and Mike have worked so hard, and it's our sacred space. Spirit has helped us allow to share with the universe, and right now the universe has stopped that. Okay, that's very difficult for some of us. So I'm going to do the online thing, and I've already had visions on how successful or what's going to happen during, and I'm like, okay, I can do that for now. It's only temporary, right? Don't make a permanent decision in a temporary situation. So it's 2021, and shit keeps coming on, right? Well, I'm telling you, this last week has been out of this world. I'm sorry, I am so happy with 2021, even though I still got COVID's got my balls by or what, I don't got balls, but still has me a little bit, right? So, still has me a little bit, but that doesn't mean it's going to keep me. I'm going to find ways. I have sound baths booked, but I'm not advertising anything because you got to cut down the people depending on the numbers. and you're only maxing so much, and they say 30 people, but people are happier with the smaller numbers because they're not nurses, they're not special care aides, they haven't, or housekeeping, they haven't been in the district understanding everything that healthcare doctor, anybody in healthcare, they're not that. So they don't know. They haven't had time to, like I said, 1996, I have developed ways to keep safe and keep clean. I drop all my nursing gear on the outside of my home because healthcare providers are used to lice, scabies, bed bugs, MRSA, VRE, H1N1, and everything else. So I have a good system, but I want to be able to hug people in at work. I'm very professional. You know, there's not a lot of, especially now it's crazy because you can't even hug your little old guys when they come in. So I grab their hands and I hold their hands. Anyways, thank God that is not our permanent reality. Everything will be okay. Patience is a virtue. Some seldom have. Rarely found in women and never in a man, and I'm just kidding. In my house, Mike has way more patience than I do. So, it's just a saying, you know. Kiss, I've changed kiss. You know what kiss is? Keep it simple, stupid. Nah. Keep it simple, silly. Or sexy. Keep it silly. Keep it simple, sexy. But honor the shit that's going on. Move with the waves. Move with the water. If you gotta sit down, you gotta sit down. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. I threw the ball for the dogs. I'm letting whatever these waves are. It's official though. I am in the ship class in March 21. March 21 to April 5th. Woo! Got the days off. I'm so excited to work with Star Wolf and Nicholas to get some extra training from that wolf pack. It's Venus Rising. Excited just to spend some time with them. And yes, it's all online. But I was like, I'm not doing any online classes. Forget about it. There's no effing way. And now I'm like, oh my God, bring it on. On the positive side, it saves me $4,000 US. So now is a very good time to indulge in something like that. Because when I did the math, when I was going to go to where they are, it was $6,000 US. For Canadian, that's a lot. And it's 14,000 US. No, 1,400 US. So it saves me 4,500, right? Something like that. Anyways, I'm really excited. If you're interested in something like that, look up Venus Rising. Star Wolf, Linda Star Wolf. You look up those and you'll find her. And it was funny because I was guided to take the January. And you can't let this shit get you down, okay? Because shit's gonna happen. You just gotta keep moving with it, okay? Keep moving with it. Sometimes you don't want to be on the tread. It's awful. I don't want to walk. Screw this. Today I was like, I want to do the tread, but after I do the tread, then I'm going to get tuckered out, and then I'm not going to do my video. I keep pushing it off. Again, you're moving through the... This is what the energy feels like right now. And you're just kind of swimming like a salmon. Dr. Stephen Farmer's book, Power Animals. He's got the salmon that's, you know, flopping, and sometimes they get stuck on a rock, but the water always comes and helps push, keep going. You're kind of riding the waves. You always reach your destination, but you're riding the waves. So the January, long story short, got turned down. I kind of thought it would. I mean, we got nurses off on COVID. We have nurses sick. We have nurses on stress leave. Like, we're down. We're down staff. And I knew that. And I applied day 15, which was a Sunday. So my poor scheduler and my management, they tried. And you know what? I am so grateful to be surrounded by amazing people that I keep splurring it out of my mouth. Because they're amazing. I haven't worked with this many kind people for a very, very long time. And they're teaching me what to do. They're not just saying, nope, denied, see ya, screw ya. You know, they're not leaving me on my own. They're helping, you know. And I love that kind of energy. It's the community that I love that support. And that support is actually coming in my spiritual part, my passion part, my human part, all of it, you know. And I'm so grateful for that. So grateful. So I knew, even though, again, don't take things personally. Don Miguel Ruiz has a book out for the 4 agreements. Awesome. Don't take things personal. I don't believe life is out to get you. I believe shit happens to help us redirect or help us face it. Okay? I didn't take it personal. I even sent her a message, look, if you're going to refuse it, that's okay. I'm not going to be mad at you. I felt that they really wanted to make me happy. And I'm like, you know, if it's not possible, it's not possible. Period. You know, I don't take that personal. It's just something else is shifting. So I knew I wanted it. Okay? I knew I wanted it. So as it was going through and I almost didn't I was like, on a sidebar, I've never had 3 weeks off. Oh my God. I'm like almost 48 years old, been in the working field since 15. I've never had 3 weeks off. Ever. Paid. Ever. So I was even moving through that kind of an issue. Oh my God, you're asking for 3 weeks off. Are you kidding? You're not going to get it. What the hell? And I'm like, I don't know. This is weird. But I think Spirit wants me to be there. So we'll find out. Right? You just move with it. Well, something's going on. Let's see. So I just kept going with it. Tuesday. So it took a week and a half to find out it was not approved. It was declined. Then that Tuesday, it led me to the next question. So I told Nicholas and Starwolf, I said, look, I can't make it. There's not enough staff, not enough time. I said, so I'd like to come to your September, because I always thought spring and September. I mean, that's just the way to cookie the cow's milk, right? Whatever. And he's like, well, I think we're going to be going away in September. We're going to go for our own little travel. He says, but we have one in March. I went, what? You got one when? Oh, March 21st. I'm like, I just looked at the roster. I know the roster is only till 6 weeks, so I think it's posted till March 7th. I'm like, oh my God, what are the dates? So I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, give me the dates right now. And I'll throw it in right now. So he gave me the dates and I threw it in right away. I mean, we're talking, as of that moment, I had everything signed and sent in on the Tuesday. I even sent my manager and the scheduler a letter saying, okay, tell me if I'm doing something wrong. I really like this class. I'd really like to take it. And they asked, can you work half-time? I'm like, oh, hell no. I know when I go through my emotional shifts and get rid of some of those things I don't need anymore, sometimes I can be bawling and I'm a mess. I'm an emotional, exhausted mess. And that's okay. It's going. Makes room for healing, right? Brings us back to where we're supposed to be. And so anyways, there was no response. And next day, Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, manager sent me a message. I said, oh, I already sent it in yesterday. She goes, well, I have to decline, and this is what you need to do. So that's what I did, and I'm telling you, 4 hours. Everything was approved, signed, sealed, deliver. I paid for it Wednesday night, and I'm like, what's happening? Then all of a sudden, Spirit says, Stacy, focus. There's a storm. Get your shit done fast and go home or you're not going to get there. I'm like, okay. So you skip a bunch of breaks. Talk to your clients. Figure out what you can do. Again, right staff. I had no resistance. I'm like, okay, I'm going. Head home. Did my other business in the driveway. You know, there's lots of other different job things you have to do, right? I hit the storm. Oh my God, I hit the storm. But I was too far to turn around. It takes me 40 minutes to get home from my work. And I was 30 minutes in. I had the last 10 minutes to go. And here's the storm. Saying hello. It started out slow and I'm like, okay, I can do this. Just the beginning of the storm. I can feel it. Let's go. And it's scary. I get to our number 54 and I'm shaking and I'm like, oh shit. I literally was stopped. Couldn't see a thing. Didn't know where I was. I knew where I was, but I didn't know where I was. Stopped. Couldn't see the road as I was actually, and timing. Spirit is listening. Okay. I literally heard, stop, phone your boss or phone your manager later. Go. You have to go now. Had I left 10 minutes earlier, I probably wouldn't have had half of that. But I had a semi that was behind me. So nice. He totally supported me. He didn't pass me. I was so grateful. I was like, I'm just turning up here. Don't get in front of me or I'm not going to see my turn. Once I was on the turn, again, like I said, I had to stop and then go. The big trucks, what are they called? The Sanders or whatever they're called. He was actually coming off of my road and my road's a single lane. So if you're in the wrong lane, you're screwed if anybody's coming, right? Like you can't see. And he was actually coming off. Well, I just turned on. I'm like, well, at least I know the road should be clear because he just came out. And so yeah, I guess I can't really run because then I can't breathe or talk. Oh, something. No, just kidding. So I just stopped when I had to stop. I threw my blinkers on. It's usually 100 road, 100 speed limit. And I looked down, I felt like I was crawling, but I was at 40, so it felt like my car was on a high rev, but I was in a truck, but I'd stop. Couldn't see nothing. I'd get one little stripe to know that I was where I was supposed to be. I was like, okay, well, I know it's straight home. That's all I knew. I didn't know how far I'd gotten. I'm like, oh my God. I phoned Mike. This is what I mean by having a good support system. I phoned Mike, and he's not going to judge me in that moment. He's like trying to tell me what I said. Mike, shut up. I just want you to be there. Just in case, just be there. Just shut up and be. He goes, okay. He didn't cry. Well, what the fuck you talking to me like that for? He's not, he knew that I was scared. He allowed me to be there. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. As one tear goes down my face, I'm praying, I'm calling in the angels, I'm calling in God, give me sight. I just need to see. And I just kept hearing, keep going. Maybe I should pull over. Just keep going. You don't have to go fast. It's okay, you're going slow. You're still on the road. Every now and again, the wind would break and I'd see a stripe. I knew I was still on the road. Damn! So, after everything was all said and done, I had to sit in the driveway, talk to my mom, and all I kept saying is, fuck. That was awful. Fuck. I was vibrating. I was shaking. I just, breathing. Damn! So, of course, then fear kicks in, right? Mike, maybe we should move. Maybe we need to move back to the city. Blah, 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 blah. And then this morning, like I said, yesterday, it was a write-off. I wasn't doing no decisions, no thinking, no videos, no nothing. Written off. My body was so sore. I held everything up here because I was like, I was almost crawled out the front of the window I gotta be able to see something. There's gotta be something. I was scared. And my community highway hotline, I told Mike, your hotline thing? Get on there right now and tell everybody to stay home. Do it now. While you're being there for me. It's literally what I said. Help other people while you're being there for me. Oh, shit, eh? So 2 days later, of course, the roads were blocked after I was done, okay? It was not do not travel. It was winter conditions when I left. I got my mom to check. I got her to check her winter radar. I was meant to be there, and I was meant to be at home so I could crochet my blankie. I was working on my throat. So, I make shocker blankets. Check me out on Facebook if you want to know. Or I think there might be crochet videos on here. I don't know. Do as do, upload as upload. And so today I'm like, I gotta look for a new place, man. This is just, I can't do that again. Then I heard my angels, God, source, spirit. Stacy. I say, yeah. Wait, before that, I had 2 card readings. Okay, Kyle Gray had a card pop up, and Charles Virtue. Both cards said, do not make decisions based on fear. And I'm like, well, they gotta be fucking made. I was like, are you kidding me? What? So I was like, I knew God was telling me, breathe. You're gonna be okay. Then I got the card Lakshmi last night, and it said, stop worrying. Everything's gonna be okay. And I'm like, well, it doesn't feel okay right now. I think my video still goes. It's like 31. Sometimes it stops. Well, let's watch. I'll keep going. Anyway, long story short, I hear, how long have you been here? 8 years. When are you retiring? 21. Oh my God, I'm almost done. So I've been terrified twice. I've been forced home once. I've stayed at my mom's 3 times in 8 years. Well, shit, I'm almost there. So look at the big picture. How far have you come? You're kicking ass. Keep going. You got this. I don't know when my video is going to cut off, so I'm going to stop now. Thank you for being in my life. Keep going. Keep listening to spirit. Keep grounding. Keep shedding, saging, walking. Find your peace. Find your power. You got this. You're amazing, and we need you here. At whatever capacity that is. Even if it's just breathing, taking a breath, taking a time out. You are loved. You are worthy. And the world is a much better place with you in it. Endless blessings. Much love. Mwah!